everyone, and welcome to Baxter State Park. So today we are staying at Kidney Pond, one of the few areas that you can stay in a nice little cabin here. Things to keep in mind is it is extremely rustic. Just lodging, no electricity, no nothing. You get your opportunities to basically have a place to sleep in a bed. You have to bring all your bedding and stuff like that, but hey, you get a fire pit. I mean, come on guys, this is camping. What else do you need, really? So let's take a look inside. Since there's no electricity, it's very dark. Let's open up that aperture, let some light in. So we got bed number one. We got one tripod. You can't see outside. I got another tripod out there. 3 tripods. This is my camping bin. Bed number 2. Main area, got a wood stove, chair, a couple chairs, bigger bed, full bed, and look at this. Just right out of the gate, man. Oh, of course. If only you guys could see that. I just scared off a couple loons that were right in front of the cabin. Really unfortunate. Just look at this. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Just slid down. Bad clouds. Bad clouds. Very unfortunate. It is what it is. So for an adventure as grand as this one, what have I brought in my bag? So for my camera bag, I have camera number 1. This is my semi-retired Canon 5D Mark IV. This is my Astra modified Canon 6D, and I'm holding my Sony a7 IV. I have a really old Rokinon 14mm 2.8 Canon EF. Might use that for time lapse. Stars are not great. I have the Sigma 14 1.8. This is my trusty wide angle fast lens. My ultra sharp 28mm 1.4. And I have my 50mm 1.8 as well, the kit Sony lens. And then I have the 20mm currently on. I have this little generic kind of battery station. I have this piece of duct tape on it because when stuff's plugged in, it lights up, and I don't want the light on the foreground or anything like that, so I taped it. Great way to make sure that all my batteries are charged on the trip. I have a little sleeping mask to sleep during the day in here, and I have all my mics, which miraculously decided to stop working, which is awesome. So, not sure why, but I spent about 10 minutes testing every plug and every port and every setting in my camera, and for some reason the freaking microphone doesn't work. So great. And of course, over here I have just kind of a bucket of kind of accessories. I have a camera strap for my neck for when I do hikes. I have dew heater 1, dew heater 2, camera chargers, or battery chargers I mean, and then just a lot of cables for accessories and charging things and stuff like that. I got the trusty Sony 2-600 for wildlife, and then my star tracker, the Binro Polaris. So I am incredibly excited for this trip, and what's really funny is I really screwed things up, unfortunately. This has been rather a roller coaster of a week. It's really quite funny. So basically, I booked this trip for my birthday weekend, which was this past Tuesday, and it is the opening week of Baxter State Park. Back in September, I planned some incredible compositions for some panoramas with the iconic Mount Katahdin. And, panoramas are typically best done, March through May. You can get away with it maybe in June. I might have to come back in June because the skies are not cooperating. But this park is highly regulated and very secure. You can't really come in here on your own at night. You really have to have some sort of camping reservation. And it is an incredibly busy and incredibly popular park. It is very hard to get last-minute accommodations to enter the park. So, and with astrophotography, everything is very last minute because we are at the bane of weather. If we don't have clear skies, you don't book, you don't go out. So it's very hard just to make a last minute decision and come out here. So 3 months ago, I booked it, obviously hoping for the best. About 7 days ago, I started checking the weather. Checked it all the time. It looked horrible for about 3 days. So from day 7, 5, and 4, the weather looked awful. I might as well just cancel the whole trip. Then the weather flipped. So at the end of day 4 to about the day before, which was yesterday of my camping trip, I had about 2 or 3 nights, which was my whole stay, to have some amazing astro conditions here. And then, of course, yesterday around, I don't know, maybe 6 p.m., we're at the last hairs here. Weather looks really bad. And of course, there's the coronal hole that is back, that I got these incredible shots of Mount Katahdin at Able Bridge, which is a little bit outside of the park, but it's still around the same area. And just some incredible dark sky readings there. I actually think I have a YouTube video. I think I did a YouTube video? I don't remember. If I did, it's going to be right over here. But, yeah, so I'm here. You know what? I'm going to enjoy it for what I can, even if I'm not able to be with my friends or my fiance, because we initially ended up deciding on canceling, and then that's right when the weather flipped back. This park does not allow dogs. We have 2 dogs. Getting a dog sitter last minute, plus paying for a dog sitter, it's like $400 for 3 days. It's insane. So we saved the money. Really bummed she's not here, obviously. But this is a nice little getaway trip for photography. We'll just kind of see how things goes. But funny enough, I left the house without all of my clothes. So what I have on is what I have for the trip. I'm about an hour and a half away from the closest town of Millinocket. Maybe an hour, but they don't really have much in the town either. Bangor is the closest big city, and that's 2.5, maybe 2 hours away, so, yeah. Oh, let's go check out these compositions. So this is one of the locations, however, it's very bogged down. I really need to get over there, and it's really hard to do so. I did bring my waders. I could walk through the slop somehow and try to get over there, and I might get a really nice viewpoint, but just getting over there is the hard part. There's another lookout over here. It's just very, very thick through here. I think it would be very hard. I have my muck boots that I brought, so I'm going to switch into those and see if I can get over there somehow. Well, I just found a trail. So that's nice to know that this goes back here. Makes it way easier. I'd like to get out there more in the brush, but I need my full waders to get out there. It's too wet, too much water. But this is a great spot. So, I don't know how, but in my left shoe of my waders, there's liquid. I have no idea what it is. My pants are a little bit wet. My socks are wet. These are the only clothes I have.
So I'm not going to be using my waders, which is a problem because I think I need my waders for the shot in pretty much any of the spots, unless I go to this other composition from Dicey Pond, or Dacey Pond. I don't remember what's the name, but we're going to go check out the other composition that's on the other side of the lake here. There's also a nice hiking trail that leads to a good north-facing composition. I have not been there, but I would like to. It's a pretty short trail. I think it's only an hour and a half, but I do need to get over to Dicey Pond to plan that composition, and I'm probably going to be there all night instead of here. So we'll just wait and see kind of what happens. This is going to be one of those trips where everything goes wrong. I can already tell.
All right, so here is the lookout of where I want. So I'm going to take some cell phone shots here in just a moment, and I'm going to plan my composition. Been here before. I know the Milky Way is going to be about right over there. Somewhere over in here. It's going to arch, and I think fall behind some over here. This is in like the left third of the image. That's Mount Katahdin. That's what I want to be. I think I'm going to be on this rock here. It's going to be interesting for my foreground because I have a feeling that I'm probably going to have my I'm probably going to have the tripod here really tall and taking the sky shot, and then I'll have my other tripod potentially on this rock, and I'll be standing on it here and getting the foreground for everything. It kind of stinks. I'm rather surprised by the waves. It's like super calm. There's like no wind. I'm just really surprised by how choppy the water is, because this isn't gonna give me very good reflections. So very unfortunate. So let's get photo pills out so you can see what my ideas is. Okay, let's get photo pills. I also got a new phone. I got the Pixel 10 Pro. So I might try to do some Astro tonight if it does clear up. I do not have my mic, so I'll try to project my voice. I'll just do my best to talk this way so the camera can pick it up better. Alright, so... Alright. So let me make sure things are calibrated. I think it's closer to there. It's hard to tell with the clouds, but it's close enough. Alright, so... You know, about 1 a.m. is really when I want to take it. So obviously, you can see here, I'm over there, and it's going to go here. Here, let me try to go this way. So it starts over here, goes across here, and I probably won't do a full arch because the arch actually is like over here. It might just be like a quarter pano. Not 100% sure. If I was able to go to that other location, I definitely could have done a full arch. And the Mount Katahdin probably would have been in the middle, which would have been really nice. But you got to do what you got to do, unless I want to go barefoot in those waders, which I guess is fine. But I mean, who knows? Thank you so much to the gentleman I spoke with. I didn't get his name, but we had a good conversation. He stays and volunteers at the campground here. And he was at the cabin that's closest to this area, and this is one of his favorite spots. So he gave me some advice about my wader that was leaking, and he said if you had any trash bags, tie up your leg and put your leg in the trash bag, tie it up, make sure it's good, put them in your waders. Perfect. So now I got my waders out, and I'm exactly where I want to be. So time to check photo pills before the sun gets in a
Not great spot. All right, so we're back in photo pills. I'm gonna make sure I'm aligned. I think that looks closer. Oh, this is so perfect. So good. I think the foreground's gonna be hard. The thing is I don't know if I can take 2 shots at the same time like I want to. Because I was hoping that I'm gonna have my tripod here taking the sky, and then right next to it I was gonna have my other tripod taking the foreground at the same time. You know, if the water does become very still, I would like to get the reflections. However, because it's so wet, I don't know if I'm affecting this camera or not, but the suction of the water in the ground, it's moving all of the ground. And if it moves the ground and my tripod's nearby, that will screw up the stars. And it could also screw up the foreground shot because of how long the exposures are. If I end up fighting clouds pretty bad tonight, then I might end up not tracking at all. And in that case, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. And I'll just take some maybe stack shots, or it might end up being single shots. But I really want to find the best composition and kind of where to go for this, because now that I've unlocked the potential in this is my spot. I'm going to take a quick panorama on my phone. So let's do that real quick. Anyways, okay, so here we are. I'm gonna go into panorama mode. And, okay, Milky Way is about here. My feet are stuck. Oh, interesting. Okay. Weird. Okay. It's like a little mini game. Woo! Oh, I really like that pano. As expected, the bugs are very bad out here. I'm by the water in the bog. I got my hat and I got tons of layers, so I'm fine, but bugs are bad, very bad. Alright, let's take it in the pano. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
Well, we are out and about, and it has just been a not great start so far. It's one of those trips, for sure. We definitely have some Aurora glow. As you can tell, the sky's a bit pink. You can even see a little green on camera over there, but the clouds are bad. I can see a little bit of stars. Nothing that's worth it, though. Like, it's obscuring everything. I still have about 30 minutes till the Milky Way gets in the right position. I do not see it clearing I mean, maybe it will. I don't know. That's about the clearest patch right there, which is to the north. Well, I think I'm done. Clouds are just relentless. Nothing's happening. Not good. I'm not getting the shot, so. This is my setup. And look how mushy this is. It's just a nightmare. Happy I got out here, but I brought the lid of my tote to put my camera bag on, and the battery pack that I actually had attached to the tripod, which I swear was fully charged, was not charged at all, so I had to stop the time lapse that I was doing because I needed the battery packs that I was using for that to charge the Benro, because the Benro was also somehow dead, which I fully charged, which doesn't make any sense. But it's just not happened tonight. So I think I'm just going to focus on hopefully having a good sunrise. So I'm going to go back to sleep. And there is a hole hiding in here somewhere that I stepped in, and it went all the way to my groin. I thought I was going to like die. But yeah, let's head back.